welcome back to the Tin Men. We got a quick recipe for you. I want to show you how to make hollandaise sauce. Most people hear hollandaise sauce, they think it's like super fancy or difficult to make. It happens to be one of my favorite sauces. One of my favorite breakfasts of all times is eggs Benedict. This can seem like it's a complicated recipe, but I'm here to tell you this is a very easy recipe. You should be able to whip this up in probably under 5 minutes. And there's just little techniques you can do to make it faster. Items here to show you how simple this recipe is to actually make at home. 4 ingredients. Here we have 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. We have 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. We have 4 tablespoons of butter. And we have 3 eggs. Okay, we're gonna first start by whipping the 3 eggs. There are different ways you can do this. You just wanna whip it until the yolk becomes like a light yellow, becomes a little more fluffy. I'm doing this by hand just to show you how fast we can do it. I am going to be speeding this video up because you don't have to watch the whole time. But you could use a hand mixer, you could use a blender, you could whip it up any ways you want to. You could probably use a frother. I'm just letting you know that you can do it by hand with just a whisk if you do not have a blender available to you, or you just don't want to get your blender dirty. As you can see, this is really lightening up, getting fluffy. This is starting to look great. I might whip it another minute here. You can already kind of recognize this is already starting to kind of look like hollandaise sauce. Just do another 10 seconds just for good measure. All right, now I'm gonna add a tablespoon of lemon juice. Continue to whip. Oops, got some spillage, it's okay. We're gonna add the 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. You can use more or less. Right here, they would tell you to add a little bit of salt, but I'm gonna let you know that that usually is with unsalted butter. I'm using salted butter, so I really don't recommend you adding salt right now if you're using salted butter, and you can adjust the flavor at the end. Otherwise, if you use an unsalted butter, I would put some salt in at this time. Now we're gonna slowly add the butter. I'm just gonna whip it up here. I added a little bit of water to that because it looked like it was getting a little too thick for my liking. Some people like it a little thick if they're using it on salmon or something. I just added about a tablespoon of water. So it's starting to get to the consistency I like here. You want it to essentially coat the back of a spoon. That's exactly what we got here. Looks good. This is gonna spread over eggs Benedict very easily, salmon, whatever you want. One other hack to this, I'm just gonna say, because you're making usually eggs Benedict, honestly, when you're making this stuff. I've already got the water boiling. I use purified water. So this is the water I'm gonna be using to poach my eggs. I'll tell you one secret to poaching eggs. It's very important. You're gonna hear a lot of different secrets telling you to use vinegar, telling you to make a vortex. I'm not gonna really chime in on that. But one of the biggest secrets I will tell you that does work and is important is make sure you bring that water to a boil. Then you want to cut it down to a simmer. And you want to drop the poached eggs into the now simmering, previously boiling water. All right, now, this is what it's all for at the end of the day here. How you like it, kiddos?
I like the sauce. It's good. Now I'm going to try.
All right, what'd you guys think?
10 out of 10.
Glad you liked it. 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper.